Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the Beis Halevi in his Maimer Bitachon, where he's describing to us the correlation between Bitachon and Hishtadlos. And as we pointed out, the less Bitachon that a person has, and the more trust that they have in their Hishtadlos, in the efforts they have to make, that means HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to organize and arrange their lives that they'll have to do more work to get the same amount of parnasa or the like to receive, because they're showing that instead of relying solely on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they believe that their actions and their hishtadlus and their efforts is going to make a difference. On the other hand, a person who is a great Beiteach b'Hashem, he truly relies upon HaKadosh Baruch Hu to take care of all of his needs and bring the parnasa toiva, the good sustenance, down to him. So with less hishtadlus and the increase in bitachon, HaKadosh Baruch Hu can bring him anything that he wants. He can bring him the same amount of money that he made last year working 9 hours a day. He can bring it to him working 7 hours a day. The same person who was busy working day and night for years and years and years, and he was barely ever home, and his kids never saw him, and there was no vacations, and even Chol Hamoed, he was in the office grinding down the work to make sure that he made a living. If that person will increase in the world of bitachon, and they trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and listen, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you are the one that's in charge, you can do whatever you're going to do, I don't have to work as hard as I'm working right now, then the parnas is going to come. Now, I heard the story once of a balabas, a fine fellow who used to daven in a very nice minyan. The minyan was a little bit longer than he would have liked, because he felt that he was always getting out of there late, shachris in the morning. And he had to contend with the traffic, and he had to make his way to the office. He wanted to be there on time. And of course, the mind of the businessman, already from early in the morning, is beginning to think about all of the patients and all of the projects and the appointments that he has for the up and coming day. So the man made a deal with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because he found himself leaving Shachris every day early. Every day he would roll up his tefillin before everybody else. He would say his aleinu as he was running out the door, and he would jump in his car and head off to the office. So he said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I'll make you a deal. I'll stay till the end of davening, like everybody else over here. However, you take care of the traffic so I can still get to my office on time and open up in a timely manner. And sure enough, the fellow made the deal with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And he began staying till the end. And he said aleinu with his tefillin and his talis on. And he would roll up his tefillin like in a normal way, like other people that were in the minyan. And then he would leave calmly. He would walk to his car, and he would get into his car and drive off. And sure enough, lo and behold, he never had an issue with getting to the office on time, opening up in a timely manner. HaKadosh Baruch Hu took care of you. Take care of for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take care of you. And that's what he says today. Ukederech Sh'amru Chachmeinu Zichron Livracha. It's the way that our sages teach us. Kishem Shater Hoive Imi Ani Hoive Imcha. The way in which you will act towards me, that is the way that I am going to act and be with you. Very simple. The way that a person will behave towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the way that we are going to show our bitachon and our emunah, the way in which we're going to trust and rely upon Hashem, that is the way that He is going to interact with us. And the Ramban in the Chumash says a very similar idea. And in that Ramban he writes a famous midrash from Tehillim that says, Hashem tzilcha al yad yaminecha. Hashem is your shade at your right hand. What does that mean? Tzilcha is not just shade, but it also means your shadow. And the Midrash explains that Hashem is your shadow. Whatever you do, you move your hand to the right, the shadow is moving with you. You jump up and down, the shadow is jumping up and down with you. You crouch, the shadow is crouching with you. Whatever movements a person makes, that is the way that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to mirror image them with His shadow. And the Alt of Nevardik takes it further, and he says that this is referring to the ways of bitachon of a person, which means the levels of your bitachon are going to dictate the way in which HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to respond to you. If you are a person that is throwing your heart and your soul into trusting in Hashem, and you tell yourself, I'll do less and I'll still get more, I won't work as hard and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will still take care of me. I'll spend more time learning, more time davening, more time doing chesed, more time with my family, more time on those things that are more valuable than being in the office till late at night. So when a person will end up showing HaKadosh Baruch Hu, those are my actions, that's the way that my Bitachon works, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be the shadow that will reflect back to the person his levels of taking care of him in the schus, in the merit of the bitachon that he has. So really, how we're going to be taken care of by Hashem, says the Beis Halevi, is up to us. The more that you are boiteach, the more HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes care of your needs. The more that you are mishtadil, the more that you do, the less you will see HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and the more you'll have to see yourself making your own efforts. May we be zeiche im Yetz Hashem, that Hashem silcha al yad yaminecha, that Hashem should be our shadow, a shadow which reflects the glory and the nobility of the bitachon that we try to live our lives with. Have a wonderful day.